Hello guys, this is Waze. Coming off a week after Chapter 4 Part 2's release comes another batch of new content next week. Alright, we're getting a new side story event, a new limited endgame content, and more. So without further ado, let's take a look at it. Starting from March 21st, we'll have the upcoming side story event focusing on Ruka's yandere SHARO. That is the crime, punishment, and love event. The writer here is Kai, a fellow key writer and the main writer behind the Summer Pockets visual novel. It also has an anime coming out next month, so if you love this event, consider picking up Summer Pockets. Anyways, Yostar blessing us once again with more freebies! First, in a surprising, well, actually not so surprising move, since they already said they were doing it in the localization update, that we will have an EN exclusive login bonus. It's the usual 10-day login, but this time, it gives 10 platinum recruitment tickets. What does that entail, you may ask? Once you get all 10, it's basically a free 10 pool in any non-limited debut banner. And it does not have its own ticket banner, so yeah, free 10 pool for any new Memoria banner, basically. Pretty sweet, right? Well, to make it even sweeter, let's hope this ticket doesn't expire so we can save it for our future Memoria banners when they come out. Next, we have another power training bonus courtesy of Asami. Login for 10 days, get 50 light stones, you know the drill. And lastly, Nanamin is back with another power training campaign. Complete missions, get the materials, and hopefully a lot of quartz in that last mission. For Anachrony, we got the easier ones this time with Dead Slug next week and Rotary Mall. Yes, Rotary Mall the week after. For Score Attack, I mean Challenge number 11, Downpour of Charity, as usual here on screen are the multiplier conditions for the next 2 weeks. My tip for this boss, like I said in the last video, if you have Kura SS2, this is basically her niche, since the boss is only weak to dark. The structure of this battle is that the one in front is chunky and the one in the back is squishy, but you have to defeat the chunky one first to get to the squishy one. And no, Patrick, not even AoE attacks can deal damage to the squishy one if the chunky one isn't defeated yet. Now let's talk about the new game mode, Solrika, or Astrarium in EN. This is basically a limited game mode that comes every few months in JP. And no, it's not running in JP right now, so I'm sorry, I can't really show what it looks like and I don't have any past footage of it. But basically, it's the mode that requires multi-team compositions using your entire roster, pushing even your A and S Memorias to their limit. There are 4 side stages, 2 or 3 of them if I remember correctly, requires players to use only A and S Memoria teams, though I wouldn't recommend maxing out your A and S Memoria stats immediately. First, find out your strength, then plan accordingly. The 4 side stages when cleared gives you buffs each for when you fight the hard boss, or rather bosses since there are 2 enemies in this first edition of Astrarium. Though, if I say hard bosses, there are difficulty levels that are ranked by C, B, A, S, X, etc. To get all the rewards, you need to defeat the hard boss at X difficulty and in 10 turns. Yeah. Anyways, the rewards include the currency to buy teams for your Mi pads or electronic military notebooks, so you can finally customize them. Anything past X, like EX, is for rails only, basically. Now we get to the banners. It's just one new Memoria banner with 2 SS Memorias. Like the last update, but unlike that one, this one has free daily pulls, baby! Up to 14 pulls if you log in every day during the banner's run. This banner is tied to the event, featuring once again Ruka's yandere SHARO and the Indian with those thick-ass thighs. God damn, Vri-chan! To explain the 31X mechanic once again for those who don't know, their EX skills can be used at 0 or more SP, meaning the squad can go into negative SP when using their EX skills, basically. Anyway, Full Bloom in Dire Straits SHARO is a debuffer that gives AoE defense down and dark defense down with her EX skill. Very cool skill to have for her future SS Memorias if you use Introjection. Her non-EX skill is pretty unremarkable. That's pretty much it. The other Memoria, Guardian Durga Viritica, is a debuffer with a non-EX skill that can basically make her a healer if you don't have Mua or even Tama. Not to mention that defense up she provides alongside it. Though for some, that SP cost of 10 may be too high, while this non-EX skill can be used at 0 or more SP like her EX skill, unless you have her at LB1 with the SP plus 1. I don't think you would see her in a team unless you're severely lacking in a good healer. Her EX skill on the other hand does have a high hit count for single target attacks, so she can help in OD generation alongside a bunch of debuffs that usually improve survivability rather than debuffing enemies in the usual sense. From a elemental perspective, SHARO is a below average dark defender basically, a low tier alternative to Fubuki. As for Vri-chan, she is only a crush type, so no elements. Now for a general / count perspective, I'm not really gonna sugarcoat it. These two are about as average as Memorias can get. For SHARO, I'm sure you're just anticipating her vampire SHARO SS2, and understandably so. On the other hand, Vri-chan can be a healer / defender hybrid, but she's only really gonna see some use if you're really severely lacking in the healing department. So for me, this banner is a skip. But if you don't mind and love the characters, their artwork, or want their specific abilities, feel free to ignore my advice and pull for them. We have 2 more banners running alongside this new Memoria banner. First is the Astrium featured recruitment, and the other is the Squad 31E special recruitment. For free to play and anyone else, both are skips. Nothing else needs to be said. And wow, that was actually more than I was expecting for this update. Still less overwhelming than the previous ones. Hopefully, Yostar continues this kind of pace, especially giving us more freebies. And yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, subscribe my videos, share this with a friend, and watch these videos next. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.